Hey, you guys okay in there? It's West Central.
It's nearly -30 with the wind chill. This outreach team is driving from encampment to encampment across the city.
And today it's chicken noodle soup.
They're making sure people are fed and warm.
Do you need any undergarments, my friends?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, here. There's a thermal.
You guys? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Ren Armstrong and Megan Michelle hope this can also be a bridge to housing.
You know, if we're starting from square one, some people have no ID. Some people don't have a birth certificate or a Manitoba health card. So we start there, and then once we get that stuff started, then we can fill out a Manitoba housing application or call some of the landlords on our rental listings.
Armstrong says these steps take time, and people aren't always easy to find. Camps are dismantled, or people move on.
You know, if we can keep people in one spot and then try and house them from there, that's much easier than starting something and then it gets disrupted.
But this duo does have breakthroughs. They say people exiting homelessness, though, still face challenges once they're housed. Caseworkers like Janice Ducharme try to make that transition easier and stick.
We'll help them find housing and maintain and secure it.
That includes driving clients to addictions treatment or mental health appointments, meeting with landlords, and helping participants understand how to be a good tenant.
I just try and give them a little bit of hope. Yeah, how are you doing?
Good. Are you guys gonna have that Christmas party?
Part of Ducharme's job is frequent home visits. Today, she's delivering bus tickets and a food hamper to a client. Annie Charbonneau says she lived in shelters and on the street for nearly 2 years until this past spring, after experiencing fraud and ID theft that drained her finances. But she credits Ducharme with helping her get back on track.
Actually, really well. I got a line on a job. I'm volunteering at 190 Disraeli Street, so I'm really trying to get a foot up. You know, just to go and say, yes, I did it.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
West Central's housing caseworkers like Ducharme manage up to 18 clients at a time who live in Manitoba housing or the private rental market.
Housing with supports is the critical piece.
West Central's executive director, Lorie English, says intensive case management like this works at keeping people housed and preventing evictions.
There are some folks who need that support 24/7, but in most cases, I think as long as there's someone there most days and most of the time, that's a workable model.
English says the problem is caseloads are too high and wait lists too long. She says the lack of affordable and social housing means their clients wait even longer for homes.
So we regularly have to close to intake because we just literally cannot take on any more people and serve anyone in a good way.
Premier Wab Kinew says housing and supports are part of his government's plan.
So I think we're at a point now, we're in the first few months of 2025. Those units are going to come online, and then we're going to be able to go out into the community and start housing people and adding the supports that they need to be more successful.
It's unclear how exactly the plan will roll out. West Central hopes the community is consulted and that more frontline positions and social housing are funded.
We've had to say goodbye to some of our participants because the barriers that we were hitting, we weren't knocking them down quick enough. And it's the hardest part of the job.
This two-person team hopes they can knock down those roadblocks if help comes quickly. Rosanna Hempel, CBC News, Winnipeg.
There's some jeans.